High fashion, more like high trashin'. Did you like that? I think I got a pretty quick one for you guys today, but I don't know if you saw, because the video has actually been deleted, and we'll talk about that. If you know who Wisdom Kaye is, he is a model and TikTok influencer type who has put together some really crazy videos and has like an amazing collection of stuff. My wife was showing him his Chrome Hearts collection. I was like, damn. I was trying to guess how much it was, and I was way off because it was $1 million. So the man has got some serious swag. Anyway, he went to Miu Miu and bought, I want to say, $18,000 worth of goods there. And when he got home and started, trying the pieces on, whatever, like everything he bought broke. The zippers were like popping off and like actually breaking the material. The buttons were snapping off of the pieces. And if you don't know, Miu Miu is like Prada's diffusion line, but it's like, it's really been on the up and up lately. It's a very popular brand, especially among the youths. So this is definitely not a good look for them, especially because Miu Miu, despite being a diffusion brand, is not cheap. And I think this is just another one of those examples, and I've made videos about this before, but the decline of luxury goods and fashion in general, and what it means for the industry overall. Because as I've said before, when you take away the quality from luxury, you're really stripping away one of the core tenets of what makes it what it is. So I just wanted to look into some of the reactions to this and talk a little bit about what people are saying.
Imagine spending $18,000 just for your clothes to fall apart. Did y'all see Wisdom Kaye's video? Everything he bought from the Miu Miu store broke. The fashion god bought a vest and a sweater, and both of them broke. Like, the button came off of the vest and the zipper came off of the sweater. Holy shit. Could you imagine being Miu Miu right now? I know they're probably not gonna give two shits, but like, they actually should. I mean, I can't say I'm super surprised. I've never been like the biggest fan of Miu Miu, just because I don't like their designs that much, but I will never be I will not be buying it now. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing. What else is there to say? Like, if I bought something from like just a mall brand or whatever and the zippers were popping off, obviously I'd return it. But like, imagine also spending that much money. Like, I don't know what other pieces he bought, because again, the video's been deleted. And actually, I should talk about that a little bit. Like, I wonder what the motivation behind that is. Like, I'm sure he has like partnerships with these things. Like, if he's a model, like maybe he wants to save face a little bit with a brand and not publicly trash them that much. But it sounds like there's nothing like, oh, I was mistaken, the zipper didn't actually pop off. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of like self-censorship there, I feel like, but not good.
If you haven't seen the video, Wisdom Kaye spent $18,000 at Miu Miu, and when he got home, every piece of clothing that he brought fell apart. Now, if you are...
I haven't seen the original video, so I can't tell you if every piece he bought fell apart. If he only bought 2 pieces and they were 18 grand, then that's insane.
Me, I know you would be upset because $18,000 is literally down the drain. But since then, Wisdom Kaye has deleted the video, but I would like to applaud him for being real, raw, and honest. Quality in these brands have been falling off the rails for years now. Does overconsumption play a part into it? I would like to think so, because everyone wants to stay on top of the trends, and we are now living in a fashion moment where everyone wants to be transparent. Everyone wants to be for the people, and this is our sustainability practice. This is our ethos. Some of these brands have been coasting off of their namesake for a very long time. But if you feel differently, if you have any comments, please put it in the comment section.
If you think that you're buying something and participating in sustainability, I gotta say, well, asterisk with everything that I say. There are some definitely more sustainable brands than others, but again, with high fashion stuff, I mean, as we've covered before, them burning overstock or producing things that pump tons of waste into the ecosystem. The best clothes to buy are vintage ones that already exist. Go thrifting. Don't buy from a brand, even if they say they are, sustainable.
I tried to tell you guys, these brands, you're a joke to them. They're trying to fucking rob you, okay? And what he did yesterday, that was baller fucking shit, okay? To show everyone within an hour of leaving Miu Miu after he dropped 18K that shit was fucking breaking and falling apart on him. Do you know how much money he could have made off of them if he just stayed quiet? That's the thing, you all. A lot of the people online, they are more concerned with the money that they can make from advertisements, partnerships, whatever else, than having...
I mean, yeah, but he deleted the video, so... I don't know that you can really make that argument, but we don't know the motivation yet. I'm sure he'll probably speak on it.
Wisdom Kaye recently deleted a video where he called out Miu Miu, a luxury brand, for their poor craftsmanship / quality, specifically pertaining to clothing. Y'all wanna know what has saved me so much money over the years? Is looking at the materials of things. Even on a lower scale, like if I see an influencer wearing something, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, where'd you get that? And they say Revolve. And I go and click on their link and it takes me to the Revolve website where their dress costs $500 and I go down to look at the materials and it's 100% polyester. Immediately X. I'm spending my money on that, mind you.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. And I've commented on that before too, like Aloe or whatever, charging as much as they do for their stuff. Like they're like a merch brand, you know what I mean? And again, I like some of the Aloe stuff. I own some of it, but it's not, it's not worth what they charge. Just, you have to know that going in. And certainly, apparently, Miu Miu is not as well. So I didn't want to just pick on Miu Miu, but I did want to use this as a launch pad to talk about other things. There's another creator who I follow who posted a video recently about my beloved Rick Owens. And I hate to do it to him, but I've talked about this before, that, Rick quality is, I don't even necessarily want to say not what it used to be, but it's not good, which is really unfortunate because, I think Rick is great and I think he tries to do things in a really high level of craftsmanship. Like the whole thing we talked about with the tags, like, hand stamping them, or at least he used to. And maybe that's a sign of the times now that he's not anymore. But I'll just play this video.
It's Kane. They say Rick Owens' quality isn't what it used to be. And I wanted to believe that was just noise in the comments. But then I bought these. The split boot Kiss heels. Second handoff grail. I took a chance, thought they'd be a statement piece. But what I unboxed was appalling.
So here they are. It's the Kiss heel split boot edition. Doesn't look too bad from the outside. Leather looks like it's in good condition. So the first thing I noticed was that this heel itself was a little bit wiggly. So then I picked up the other one, and oh my god, look, this thing is almost coming off. If you look right here, the person has tried to glue this thing on. This thing absolutely is just falling apart. Considering the condition of the outside, it's not terrible. You would expect this thing to be in better condition. I have no idea how long it's been like this.
And it's not just this pair. More and more people are saying the same thing. Rick's vision is still there, but the execution has slipped. Once upon a time, these were artifacts. Now, some of them feel like they're artifacts of what used to be. Rick Owens is supposed to be brutal as good and rare, indestructible and untouchable. But if the foundation crumbles, the myth crumbles with it. And that's the conversation no one in fashion wants to have. These were supposed to be artifacts of the future. Instead, they're warnings from the present.
Ooh, good line. The one thing I'll say about that is that he ostensibly bought those used, right? So how much of that is a self-own, right? Like if he, the previous owner kind of duped him, it broke the heels through God knows what methods, and tried to hastily glue them back together. The one thing I'll say is that, again, he noted it too. I've seen this with Kiss heels in particular, but just footwear in general from Rick, kind of all over the place. Again, I've seen posts of people walking in them for the first time and their shoes are falling apart. The soles are coming off. The Kiss heels in particular seem to have like flaws, like the cracking of the acrylic or whatever, like right off the bat. Could be a skill issue. You know, those things are hard to walk in, but the idea of this stuff being future archive pieces. Yeah. I mean, you look at a lot of the really sought after avant-garde or just fashion items in general from the last 20 years. And if you want stuff like that, you want stuff that's going to last and be built like a tank. And I don't know what to account for it because, again, Rick is someone who values craftsmanship, right? And the cost is there. There's no world in which you should be spending over $1,000 on a pair of shoes, boots, whatever, and have it break within, I would even say, a year. And that's I'm being generous there. Depends on your level of wear or whatever. But if you look at brands like heritage brands, get some boots from Red Wing or whatever. Get some boots from Allen Edmonds, some Goodyear welted stuff that they'll resole for you so you can wear them for the rest of your life. And I know we're not talking about workwear boots here when we're talking about Kiss heels, okay? Unless you work in some weird places. I would like an application, quite frankly. But we're still talking about what's supposed to be quality luxury brands. And it's just not there anymore. And I think all of these brands need to really take a deep, hard look at themselves and say, Can we sustain this business model if we don't change something here? Because why is anyone going to buy this if it is that low quality, if it breaks like that? You know, I'll probably make a separate video on this, but I saw a bunch of articles about Gen Z not buying into luxury brands anymore and the various reasons why. And one of them is them not marketing to them and them not speaking to them. I think at the end of the day, what it really is it all comes down to money, and they can't afford it. Who can? Whom amongst us? But if you want to talk about like them not speaking to Gen Z or whatever, let's start with the quality aspect of things. Because again, that's a high price point to ask someone to pay. And if there's just nothing behind it other than exclusivity and price, yeah, that's a story issue. You're going to have to tell me a better story than that. Give me something to latch onto, right? They better take care of my guy at Miu Miu. I'm sure they will. I'm very interested to see what the follow-up is on him deleting that video. I'm sure there will be one. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit today because I think it's something we're seeing more and more, and it's really disheartening. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments. Shout out to Wisdom again, and please do subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.